My name is Lisa Daniels, and in this video I'd just like to tell you a little bit more about myself and also answer a few frequently asked questions, 5 frequently asked questions, just to give you a bit better understanding of myself and also hopefully ease your process of finding recruits for college, for your team.
Okay, here comes question number 1. What values and qualities do you have?
Values and qualities. Well, for starters, I'm self-motivated, and I don't need anyone to push me to do things. I just do it because, I choose to, and I choose to work hard. Also, that brings me on to the next one. I'm very hardworking, and I guess the only way to prove that is just to look at my CV. I mean, it speaks for itself. I've had obtained provincial and South African college tennis, and I've also maintained an A aggregated school. Also, I'm very persistent, and I guess this is also the appropriate time to apologize if I have sent you 10 million emails by now. Rest assured, it wasn't to annoy you. Sorry, it was just me being persistent.
Okay, that's fine. What difficulties have you faced and how have you overcome them?
Difficulties. Well, I think a big one for me, and I'm sure a lot of other tennis players out there, is financial constraints. I mean, my parents are hardly able to afford my tennis coaching, never mind tournaments and equipment and all the rest. I need not say what. But, for me, last year, for example, we were going through such a tight spot that we were struggling to put food on the table and get other essentials. Yet, I overcame those difficulties by organizing fundraisers, also looking for sponsorships, and literally begging anyone and everyone I could find for funds. And actual example that happened was last year. Our funds were we had been saving up for nationals, tennis nationals in October for quite a bit of the year, and time came to pay for the tournament, and we found out that we had used all the funds already for, medical aid and food and such things. So then parents felt really bad and hopeless, but I refused to give up. The next day I went to school and asked if my class would be able to help and the school would be able to help, Also, then I started selling brownies at school, and even my principal helped to fundraise, and I'm just so grateful for all of them. And at the end of the day, I ended up going to nationals, just playing tennis, doing what I love doing. And other than financial constraints, I was very injury prone at one stage, because I was never very athletic as a child. As a matter of fact, when I was smaller, I used to have a little nebulizer oxygen tank type thing at home, because my chest would just close up that badly. And I started playing sports. Some of the sports I have played before: hockey, cross country, swimming briefly, very briefly, and gymnastics. And as soon as I chose to take tennis more seriously, my body couldn't handle the adjustments. I was unfit, hardly able to run around the tennis court twice, and also a bit overweight. And then, I just started from there improving my fitness until finally now I'm able to run 10Ks, that's about 5 miles, without difficulty. And I've played lots of tournaments, and CV speaks for itself. Also, another difficulty I've faced is, for a while I had no coach, also as a result of my financial difficulties. And how I overcame that is, during that time, I focused on improving my fitness. And during that time, I lost about 15 kilograms, that's 30 pounds of weight, and improved my fitness. And then, so that when I came back into tennis and I got a coach again, I was ready for him and for his demands, and also for the demands of the game.
Now, studying in America. South Africa has lots of universities. Now, why would you like to study in America?
Why would I like to study in America? Well, for starters, I love tennis, and South Africa's tennis and on university level is not that competitive. And, in order for my tennis to progress to the next level, I need to play overseas. Keeping it in South Africa just won't work. I've played against university players in South Africa and beaten them. It's just at that level. So yeah, that, and also in terms of academics, I find the American system of having majors and minors, and not just straight degrees, much more flexible. And that really suits someone like me with really a diverse range of interests and talents. And so I feel I can get much more out of the system with having majors and minors. Also, I am really a person who needs a new challenge. And what better challenge is there than going into a completely new environment and just starting from scratch and, starting all over. That's the best way for me.
Okay. Now describe your perfect university to me.
Well, my perfect university, or alma mater as we sometimes describe it, would be a place that's supportive. Maybe if I'm feeling a bit homesick, won't mind just being with me for a while, and also one that will be able to stretch me to my limits academically, tenaciously as a person, without letting me become obsessive. I think there's a fine line between obsessive and determined and focused. So if you just keep that balance, that'd be great. And also a place where I can be myself without being pressurized or having to worry about popularity. That would be perfect for me. Also, a place where the professors and coaches and things, we can have, a decent relationship, not sort of belittled or anyone on a different level, equal power relationships. And just, yeah, that's about it.
Now, what motivates you to work hard and achieve your goals?
Motivation, well, chief motivation is, I believe that everything I get, all of my talents and my great parents, my loving parents, everything I get, I believe comes from the Lord Jesus. So I just, I want to do everything for Him, and I know that, like I say, everything comes from Him, I believe. So, just proof of that is, even if I go to tennis practice and play my best, He's the one who's making sure I don't fall and trip and break my collarbone on a tennis ball, or, all those things we take for granted. And so I just really want to go to college there to show my appreciation of Him, and just hopefully at the end of the day, once I've gotten a degree and been able to pay myself off and sustain myself, show others the love of Christ, ones less fortunate than me, by helping them out and giving to them what hopefully the college university can give to me, education and knowledge. And that's really just what, like they say, knowledge is power, and that's just really what I want to sort of get into people. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's a wrap for the questions, for the 5 frequently asked questions. If you have any more questions, please feel free to email me or contact me. All my contact details are in the email address. And yeah, I hope this video has given you more insight into who I am and what I stand for. And good luck with the rest of your search for recruits in your team.